working with large data sets, you can use Google Sheets or Excel. And I like Excel because it does the number summaries best in terms of finding the quartiles, so I like it better for this section for using it. I have a big data set here, and what I want to do is find my mean, median, mode, range, standard deviation, and then I want to find the 5-number summary for it as well. I can do most of that in Excel, and what I want to show you is how. And what I want to do first is look at the data, and this is actually data about the number of FAFSA applications that were submitted in a particular year. And they came from all over Canada, all over the United States, Micronesia, almost anywhere you can think of. We have data for the number of FAFSA applications, and you can see some places had 0 applications and some had in the 130,000s, and see if I have any even bigger numbers. 124,000. So there are a lot of FAFSA applications. So what I want to do then is first I want to sort my data, because that's going to let me see what my mean, median, mode, range, it's going to help me quite a bit. So to do that, I select the heading and the data. So again, go to the middle of the cell, push and hold your mouse, move to the right, and then I'm dragging down. I haven't let go with my mouse yet. I'm going to slide all the way down to the bottom of my data and come back up to stop there. And I wrote some headings down here, and I don't want to lose those when I do my sort. I don't want them to get sorted into my data, so I'm not going to select them. And then I will come here to data and then click sort, and then it's offering to sort alphabetically, but I want to sort by column B, which is the numbers column, and I want to go smallest to largest, so I'll say okay, and then it's going to resort all of my data by number. And so now I have the smallest value first, which I now know is 0, all the way up. You can see the numbers getting bigger, all the way up to 195,000, which I never would have found just by looking. So there is my largest, and it's from California, no surprise there. I do want the mean, and to find the mean, remember I could type all of those numbers in individually into my calculator, which you should be saying, oh no, please don't make me do that, because it's a lot of numbers. The more numbers you type in, the more mistakes you are going to make. And so we want to avoid that. So we're just going to use the data in Excel and then use the mean function in Excel to calculate. So I will just say equals mean. It doesn't actually have mean, so we have to use a different word, average. And it does an average, which is our mean. So it's asking from where to where. I didn't have a heading row, so it's B1 to B75, because I know that it's all in this column. And here's the cool thing about Excel is it's when I type it in here in my formula, it's going to highlight it here for me so I can see if I got them all. So I'm going to scroll all the way up and see it did start at the right place, and scroll all the way down and verify again it's at the right place there. Put in my ending parenthesis, enter, and it gives me a mean just like that. And then to find the mode, you can do this in Excel as well, but you have one small problem, and that is that Excel is not very good at finding multiple modes. So if you have more than one mode, even though it says mode.mult, it still doesn't do a very good job. So we'll type in mode, returns a vertical array, the most frequently occurring or repetitive values. Well, you can try it, mode.mult. And I will put in that same range because I can select it too. I'll show you that real quick. So go up to the top, push and hold on the 0, but not on the right hand side. See, I want to click right in the middle and then drag down. And I'm just going to keep dragging. I'm still holding my mouse button. And then I'm dragging back up, and when I'm happy that I have it selected, then I let go with my mouse button and put right paren. And it says my mode is 3. So I'm going to come back up and see if I see any other modes. I see 2 7s, but I do see 3 3s and 2 2s. So I have 3 3s. So that probably is my mode, because I think I would notice if I had 3 of another number. So I'm scrolling down and I'm looking at the last digit, because that's going to help me see if it's the same as the previous one. This one has a 1 1, but they're different starting numbers, so they're not modes either. And so it looks like it really is a 3. That's cool. And then range, this one is going to be the minimum taken away from the max, or the max minus the min. And I can do that automatically, but I see down below that I'm already going to list out what the min and the max are, so I'm going to go ahead and use those values in a minute. But for the min, I'll just say equals min, left paren, and then it wants me to give a range, so I'm going to do B1 to B75. And it shows everything highlighted there. Push enter. The smallest number was 0. We kind of knew that. The maximum equals max. B1 colon B75. I'm getting it memorized now. Enter. And it gives me, it should give me California, 197,594. It does. And then now I can find the range. So I can, this is kind of neat. Excel likes to do this kind of thing, so I let it. So we just say equals, and then I'll click on the maximum, minus, and I'll click on the minimum and push enter. Well, that shouldn't surprise us either. If my maximum is California's data and my minimum is 0 from none of it, then my range should be California's number, and it is. Standard deviation, remember that took a lot of work for 5 numbers to find a standard deviation. But if we want to do it in Excel, welcome to speed, because we just do std ev, and it'll do a population, which this is population data. So again, B1 colon B75, and I can see it selected all my data, push enter. There's my standard deviation. I already found the min. I need my Q1, remember how to do that, equals quartile, exclusive, and B1, B75. Oh yeah, have to put in which quartile I want. So I'll do a comma 1 for this one. It doesn't like me today. Oh, B1 to B75, and then comma 1. It should be happy now. The quartile 1 is 238. My median, I have a couple options. I can do equals median, and it'll do the median. I did a tab to get it to type that whole thing, and it put a parenthesis automatically, and then B1 colon B75, right paren, enter, and it gives me 9747. I also can do this by doing equals, quartile, exclusive, tab, and then B1 colon B75 comma 2 for the second quartile, and it's giving me a hint there, and it comes out the exact same number, so I know it's working. And then equals for quartile 3, quartile, exclusive, B1 colon B75 comma, and then this one is quartile 3, so I can scroll down to it and push tab. It puts in the number 3 for me, push enter. Bam, there's my third quartile number. So I have my 5-number summary right here, and I have my mean, I have my mode, and I have my range, and I have my standard deviation for all of that data. Big data set, use Excel.